A-rig. How many people love the A-rig? How many people hate the A-rig? More haters, more haters. But a good amount of guys. I see a guy in the back there loves it. I love it. I mean, we can't fish it in a tournament situation. That sucker is fun to fish. I enjoy the heck out of fishing it. I started fishing with it 2 years ago maybe, and I've really developed my skill sets with it this year. I had my biggest jump on learning about different ways and better ways to use it, and I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about the two key ones that I like to use. This one here, this one is the Flash Mob Junior. A lot of flash on that, and I really like that one. And it's a great cold water deal, excellent cold water deal. And if you're going to fish this time of year, man, you need to be rigged with that. How many people know what this is? Yeah. Jigging Wrap. It's an ice fishing tool, right? Ice fishing tool. Works great in cold water. It's a bait that I am learning more and more all the time. But I will tell you this, it is the #1 selling lure that Rapala makes. The #1. That's no mistake. You know, this is a big deal. It catches fish in cold water. We're going to talk about that a little bit today. Let's dive in with the hair jigs. Hair jigs are a simple bait. It's not unlike a lot of the lures that we throw, a shaky head, a small jig, or that type of thing. And it's worked very, very similar. But what it is really is a do-nothing. It doesn't have a wiggly tail, you know. It doesn't, do anything particularly special. And that, to me, what makes it so effective in the cold water. I love it because it catches largemouth and smallmouth bass equally effectively. I love that in any lure. I don't care if I'm fishing a reservoir in the south that has spotted bass, smallmouth and largemouth, or up north on Champlain where they have smallmouth and largemouth. If I've got a multi-species lake, I want tools that are equally effective at getting both species. That's important for me in my fishing because that way I feel like all day I'm doubling my chances. Whereas if I throw a big mop jig, which I love to fish, by the way, excellent largemouth bait, not the best smallmouth bait, right? So you're fishing for one species with certain tools. With a hair jig in the wintertime, there's smallmouth or largemouth anywhere near you, you're going to get a shot at them. Right? We've heard these words, steeper, deeper. That's where you're going to be throwing this type of bait, no question about it. Rocks, docks. Dock fishing in the winter is excellent. People love to fish docks. People hate to fish docks. I love to fish wherever the fish are, and deeper water docks typically are where I fish in the winter, and the fish definitely get on them. Transition banks. It's a real common buzzword we hear. It's where we have a bluff bank that is almost vertical, and it turns into a 45-degree bank going down the shoreline. That transition where it goes from vertical to 45 degrees is often polluted with chunk rock and bigger boulders and crawfish and bait and plenty of places for a bass to ambush food. So transition banks are key, and they're everywhere. They're on our river systems up here, our lakes, down south in the reservoirs. I'm always looking for that bank that makes that slight transition.
And the information Bass University provides isn't your basic run-of-the-mill fishing video. This is specific information from A to Z to help you learn, get to the water, and become a better angler quickly.